I started working on this car about a month ago when my buddy and I engaged in a race. The first one to get their project car to the work parking lot owes the other one $1. I don't know who's winning so far. I've owned this car about 10 years probably. It's been sitting about the last 4 or 5 because a fuel pump went out. I also started some body work and realized how big of an endeavor it was going to be. So I just ended up parking the car and putting it in storage rather than driving it. And then I moved and it sat longer. Then a guy at work bought a Ford Bronco that's been sitting. So I told him, I bet I can get this car to work before he can get his Bronco to work. I think they're both equal projects because his was on fire in the engine bay and mine has been sitting for a long time. I need to put windows in it, weather stripping, just kind of seal some things up, make it more waterproof, and then I want to daily drive it. And he wants to do the same thing with his Bronco. The reason I did not change the fuel pump 5 years ago is because I put a fuel cell in it and it just draws on one corner of the tank. So whenever I'd turn, I'd lose fuel pressure. And it just didn't seem like a good design and I didn't want to keep burning through fuel pumps. So now what I'm going to do is use this as a surge tank and have a little low pressure pump to fill that up and then go to a high pressure pump. It's not going to be a permanent solution, but at least I'll be able to drive the car and enjoy it again. Because it's been too long. When things sit, they just get worse and worse. I might as well at least enjoy it. And then maybe I'll be inspired to fix the rest of it, hopefully. I don't know. It's pretty rough. But also solid. It's kind of a weird in-between thing. My goal for today is just going to be to get it started. I'm probably just going to have fuel pumps zip tied all over the bottom of this thing. And if it runs good, then later I'll make brackets for it. But right now, I don't know if you can see under here super well. It's okay. The fuel filler neck is kinked over. So I'm probably going to end up having to drop the tank and reroute it or something. It looks like there's a hole in the gasket there. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Probably nothing. What I plan to do here is have this pump in here and have the high pressure pump feed from the bottom so that it has less chance of air bubbles, and then I'll have the fuel return line from the injectors go in here, and then this will be a return to the tank. So any air should escape out here and go back to the tank. Hopefully I stop cavitating this pump. I'm thinking this will end up having enough capacity that I won't get air in here, but we'll see what happens. Kind of hard to see, but here we have the return line going down to the catch can. Surge tank, that's what we'll call it. And then returning back to the return on the tank. I'll probably just end up zip tying this to the mustache bar. My hoses will be routed alright then. No kinks. Boy, oh boy, is this a mess. I did make a mistake. This lower line that's going to go to the infeed on the high pressure pump goes all the way around, oops, too far, to there and then there, so that might be a problem, but I'm going to try it. It really can't be worse than what it was. We'll see though. I just have to tighten up all these hose clamps everywhere. A whole assortment. Ignore it. It might run, probably. And then run some wires. And then probably go get gas, because I don't have any cans here. And we'll see if it does anything. I might have to plug the laptop into it. Well, I wired it up. All the hoses are there. I'm just gonna go pick up some fuel Probably should wrap everything up in case it rains, because the sky is blue and pretty, but Florida could rain any minute. Well, I'm back. I hope that I can pour fuel in this thing without it getting backed up in that kinked filler hose. Oh, now it's starting to rain. Well, we'll see how far I get. Surprisingly okay so far. Didn't think that would work. I'll make sure it doesn't leak before I put the whole thing in. Let's go with. No leaks there. No leaks there. I think I'll unhook the fuel pump power for right now and turn the engine over a couple times. Make sure I get oil pressure before I just spin it over and wreck something. I'm assuming the cam bearings are a little bit dry because it's been sitting for probably 5 years. It shouldn't hurt to build oil pressure. Unplug fuel pumps. I actually lost the keys too, so I haven't even been able to check anything in this car in a long time. Forgot about that. No wipers. Wipers, no wiping? Which way is off? There we go. Well, oil is there. I'm gonna go with that moved a little. Alright, I'm gonna turn the key back on. See if it primes. I hear pumps. I heard it prime. We'll do it again, get some pressure, look for leaks. None so far. It sounded okay. I think I have fuel. Let's do that a couple more times, just because. Look at our pressure gauge. We have something. Well, here we go. One more. Well, that sounds like it's starting to get fuel now. Couple more. Of course. it definitely runs better than I thought it would. It started right up. It won't restart when it's hot though, but I think that was a distributor issue. But Parker, you better look out. I'll be at work with it on maybe Monday next month. I still have more to do before I can drive it. Like, should probably put the exhaust back on. I need to put a window in the driver's door here. There's no frame or anything. I have to put in this clutch master cylinder. We're at 35 miles south of Appleton. The Honda's a little bit mad about pulling at 280Z. Up hills. Do it, Honda, do it, Honda, do it, Honda, do it, Honda. I don't know, we might die, but we'll see.